Hello everyone, this is Anis with you. Welcome to my channel. In this ASP.NET Core tutorial, we will see how to add a searching feature to the ASP.NET Core CRUD application. Let's see the search bar in action. First and foremost, we will see the demo of the application which we are going to create in this ASP.NET Core tutorial. This time I am not going to create an application from the scratch. Instead, I am going to add the search bar to my DBFast CRUD approach application. Many of you might watched my DBFast CRUD approach. In case if you have not watched it, I recommend you to watch it once, maybe after watching this video. But if you are only interested to learn search bar and paging bar and not like to watch a CRUD video, it's okay, no worries, I stand with you, I respect your feelings. This is a separate module and the codes can fit into any CRUD. I believe everybody watching this video might have a CRUD application. In this tutorial, I will show you how to add the search bar and paging bar to your existing CRUD application. I have added the search bar and paging bar to the product listing page of this application. In this product listing page, you can search a product by entering the part of the product name. The search bar will fetch all the matching records and displays in the page. You can also navigate to any page by clicking the paging bar. One important and nice feature of this application is the search bar and paging bar is created as a single view component so that you can use this component for all the CRUDs of this application. This application has an other listing page for the customers. In this customers listing page, we can search customers by entering the part of their first name, and the search bar will fetch and display the matching records from the DB. Then you can also navigate to any page by clicking the paging bar. The beauty of this application is it uses the same search component for both the products and the customers. Okay, let's create the search bar from the scratch. Before I start, I would appreciate if you would like and subscribe to this channel so that you will be notified for all of the new videos that I will be posting. I am taking lot of efforts and spending lot of time to make all these videos. In return, I request you to subscribe to this channel. So please subscribe and share this video. Thank you. Okay, let's continue the video now. I have opened the DBFast CRUD project in the Visual Studio 2019. As I told you earlier, this project has two controllers. Hey, ignore the home controller, which is a default one comes up with the MVC. Our interest mainly here is on the product controller and then on the customer controller. Let's run the application and click the products menu. This is our product listing page. We've seen this in our image view component tutorial. Some of the products are listed here, maybe around 10 or 12 products. Hey, it is difficult to count. Let's add serial numbers to it. Open the index page inside the product folder. Declare a variable of type integer and name it as int SNO. And then in the table header, add the th call before the first call header and add a text SNO to it as shown. Inside the for each loop, increase the variable int SNO by 1. Then add a column before the first column of the row and display the value of the int SNO there, and then run the application. Now the serial numbers are displayed. Totally there are 13 products. After adding the serial numbers, the page looks very nice and good. Now we need to make the required changes in the controller method. So open the product controller.cs and then in the index method add an optional parameter named search text of type string. The parameter name is very important here, so make a note of it. Then add if condition to check whether the search text parameter is passed or not. First, we will write the code for the else part. That is when the search text parameter is not passed. If the search text is not passed, then we are just going to return all the products of the products table. And then if the search text parameter is passed, we will add a where condition in our linked statement to fetch the products which contains the search keyword in its name column as shown. And then open the index.cshtml inside the product folder and add the search form content as shown. This is a very important part of the project, so please listen carefully. In this search form, I have set ASP-controller equals to product and ASP-action equals to index. So this form will call the index method of the product controller. This form has a text box named search text. This is a very important line. The name of the text box should match with the search parameter of the product controller's index method. Here comes the beauty of the MVC. When MVC finds the matching parameter for the posted control, then it assigns the value to the parameter. In our case, the text entered in the search text box of the search form will be assigned to the search text parameter of the index method. Let's save and run the application. Now enter men in the search box and click search. The search control fetch and display all the products with men in their name. Likewise, now enter blue in the search box and click search. The search control fetch and display all the products with blue in their name. If you press the search button without entering any search text, then it fetches and displays all the products from the product table. In case if you want to see the code again, please pause the video to have a look and copy it. And then I want to convert this search bar to a view component, because if we convert this to view component, we can use it for any list page of this application. Create a folder named search bar inside the components folder. We already have image uploader component in this application, but I am not going to speak anything about the image upload component here. In case if you want to learn the image uploader component, please view the image view component video. The video link is available in the description. Then inside the search bar folder, add a new class file and name it as searchbarviewcomponent.cs. This is a very important step. We have to create an empty constructor in the search bar view component. And also we have to inherit the search bar view component class from the view component class, which is in the Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.MVC library. Then create a class and name it as sPager. Yes, I am going to have pager also inside this component. First, we will create the search bar and then we will add the pager also. Then add three public properties to the sPager class, namely search text, controller and action, and also add an empty constructor. Then add an empty razor view and name it as default.cshtml, because all view components should at least have one view file. Add a public method named invoke to the search bar view component. This is the method which will be called from the user interface view files. This method returns the default view with the model passed from the user interface. This method receives the parameter of type sPager model from the user interface. Then after, open the index.cshtml from the product folder and then cut the search div code from the index.cshtml and then paste it to the default.cshtml of the search bar folder. Then Bind the default.cshtml to the model of type spager as shown. Don't forget to include the namespace of the spager model as shown. Since this default.cshtml is a part of the view component and this search bar is going to be called by all the listing pages of this application, we have to change the ASP-controller to model.controller and ASP-action to model.action, and then value equals to model.searchText. Then this is a very important step. When you are creating view components, you must add the add tag helper space star comma your project name in the view imports.cshtml. Otherwise, your view component may not load properly. And then insert the view component in the index.cshtml inside the products folder. But please notice the view component tag. We use VC view component name as the tag. Here search bar becomes search dash bar and the parameter search pager becomes search dash pager, and we are passing the viewback.search pager model to the search component. Then open the product controller.cs and add the dbfs_crud.views.shared.components.search bar in the using section. And then in the index method of the product controller, declare a variable of type spager and pass the parameters action equals index, the method name, controller equals to product, this controller name, and search text equals to the received search text from the form post, and then assign this search bar object to the viewback. Save and run the application. Click the products menu and enter some search text and click search. Wow, our search bar is working fine. That's great. Now we can keep the search bar wherever we want. Let's see that also in action. Guys, do you think I deserve a subscription here? Please subscribe. It motivates me to create interesting and useful videos. I have one more listing page in this application, customers listing page. Many of you might have watched my DB first approach video. In that, I have shown this customers CRUD completely. In case if you have not watched, please watch it once. The video link is in the description. In this customers listing page, we have paging bar, which was created using the partial views. But view components are very much better than the partial views. So I want to add this paging bar also to the search bar view component so that it displays in the product listing page. This is the pager class which does all the paging logics for us. I have explained the paging logics in the pagination video. The video link is available in the description. Please have a look. It is really a nice video. For now, I have just copied all the properties of the pager class and then paste the copied properties to the spager class inside the search pager component folder as shown. And then I have copied the constructor method of the pager class and pasted it in the spager class of the search bar component. After pasting, I have changed the constructor method name to spager. Otherwise, it will not work. Makes sense, right? Please pause and make a copy of this pager class. And then in the product controller, add one more parameter of type integer and name it as PG. And this PG is an optional parameter with a default value of 1. I have added the paging logics code here. Let me explain. First, I am declaring a constant of type integer and assigning it to 10. That means our page size is 10. We will be having maximum of 10 records in a page. I will teach you how to make this page size also to dynamic in my next video. Next is, if the user passes negative value or 0, then we will override the page parameter to 1. And then I have declared a variable named RexCount and assigned the number of records present in the products list. This products list variable has records matching the search text only. So, this RexCount may be different from the total number of records present in the products table of the database. Then we have to find the number of records to skip and assign it to a variable named RexSkip. Then this is a very important line. We are fetching the current page records from the product list and assigning it to a new list named red products. This red products only we are going to pass it to the user interface view, I mean to the index view. Then we create the SPager model. In this SPager object, we are passing the records count, page number, page size as the constructor parameters. Then we set the action, controller, search text properties with the inline property setter. And then we assign the search bar object to the view back. Then we pass the red products with the view to the index.cshtml. Before we do further modifications in the application, let us check have we done any damages to the project. To check, save the application and run the application. And click the products menu. Product listing page is loaded properly. And also, let's check the search bar by entering some keywords. Great, search bar is working fine. So far so good. Now the important things are going to come. We are going to display the pager bar also in the product listing page. For that, first I have opened the underscore pager partial view. Then I have copied the complete code of the underscore pager.cshtml partial view. These codes are very easy and I had explained it in my paging CRUD video. The video link is available in the description. I will show you the complete code in this video also. Now I have opened the default.cshtml inside the search bar component folder and pasted the copied text here. Let's save and run the application. Then click the products menu. Now the search bar and the paging bar is loaded in the products listing page. Remember, both the search and paging bar are in the same component, that is in the search bar component. Let's click the paging bar link. Oops, customer listing page is loaded. Instead of product listing page, customer listing page is loaded here. Why? We have to check. Let's open the default.cshtml of the search bar view component. Here we will check and fix the error. Actually, at the time of creating the partial view, we had only customers CRUD in the application and we had hard coded the ASP-controller to customer and ASP-action to index. But now we have two CRUDs in our application and we want to use the same pager component for both the CRUDs. So we have to make some changes in the paging code. Now change all the value of ASP-controller to model.controller for all the occurrences as shown in the video. Then change all the value of ASP-action to model.action for all the occurrences of the action as shown in the video. Now we will save and run the application and click the products menu. Now the paging links are working fine. See, I am clicking the paging links and it is properly navigating to the respective page. Let's check the search bar also. Yes, the search bar also working fine. So we are almost done. There is one issue in this page. Notice that the search bar and paging bar is not on the same line. The paging bar is on the next line. which looks little odd. I want to bring the paging bar and search bar on the same line. First, collapse the search bar div and paging bar div. Then wrap the search and paging bar div inside an other div. This new div has the bootstrap class btn-group. This is a very important bootstrap class which will keep the objects side by side. Then close the div and run the application. Wow, now it looks great. Both the search bar and pager bar are aligned on the same line. Mission accomplished. It's not a rocket launch mission, but still it's a mission. I love my work and always tries to bring the best of me. When you love your job becomes your hobby. Now I am going to show the complete code of the default.cshtml. This default.cshtml is the view file of the search bar component. This default.cshtml has codes for search bar and paging bar. So please copy this code by pausing the video. Are you done? Now I am going to add this search bar component to the customer listing page. This will be very useful for you. See everything in a step-by-step way. Let's start the modifications from the controller. In the customer controller, comment the index method. Then copy the index method from the product controller. Our product controller is working fine and we just saw that in action. And then paste the copied text to the customer controller. Now customer controller got the new index method. Then we need to do some changes to make it fix for the customer controller. First, change the products to customers because now this index method is in the customer controller. Then change the list type to customer and list name to customers. Then in the if block, change the variable products to customers, and then after in the where condition, change the search column from name to first name. And then come to the else block. Here also change the variable products to customers and table name products to customers as shown. And then change the products variable to customers in the rex count assigning line also. Then change the read products list to read customers and change the list type to customer. Then change the products.skip to customers.skip. Over here there is a red error indicators. It comes because we have not included the search bar namespace in the using section. So please click the show potential fixes and click the fix. Now the error disappeared. This is an important line. Change the controller property of search pager object to customer. Finally, change the read products to read customers in the return view statement as shown. So now we are done with the customer controller. Next, we need to do the changes in the index.cshtml of the customer folder. Open the index.cshtml of customer folder. Comment the partial view pager because we are going to insert the search bar view component here. Comment the partial view pager in the bottom of the table also. Now copy the view component code from the index.cshtml of the product folder and then paste the copied code to the index.cshtml of the customer folder as shown. Okay, all set now. Let's run the application. Let's check the paging bar of the customer listing page. Wow, it's working fine. We also check the search bar. First, I am searching for Rajesh. It displays all customers with first name as Rajesh. Like, I will search for Amin. Yes, the search bar is working fine. We have pasted the codes properly to the customer module and we are able to use the same component in the multiple listing pages. Okay, now I am showing the complete code of the spager class. In case if you have not copied it, please pause and copy the code. Then also note down the index method code of the customer controller. Then this is the code of the search bar view component class code. Please make a note of this also. Now I am showing you the complete code from the index.cshtml of products folder. Hope I have shown all the codes of the project. Please try to create the project by seeing it. It is very easy. In case if you need any assistance or if you have any doubts, please put on the comments box. With this, I am completing this video, but I want to add more features to this project, like adding a select list to choose number of rows in a page. Then I want to show total number of records and total number of pages and lot more. But it is difficult to put everything on a single video. So I plan to create part 2 of this video soon. I will make part 2 more interesting and definitely surprise. With this, I am completing this video. Before I sign off, I request you to subscribe and share this video. I would appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to this channel so that you will be notified for all of the new videos that I will be posting. Thank you and bye for now.